Hello guys, welcome back to the next tutorial. In this one, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the interview questions that can be asked and some of the really basic ones right now. But don't just go by them because I always encourage you guys to practice as much as you can because that's the only thing that's going to make you more confident and it's going to clear all your fundamentals, which is going to help you in the biggest way in the interviews. Because if you're confident, you're good to answer all the questions if you know the concepts, right? So just learn the concepts, but just to get started, a very basic thing right now. So the first thing right now, till right now, what we have learned is what is the WebDriver and how do we invoke the test cases in different browsers. So how do we basically do a little bit of cross-browser testing, right? So what if someone asks you what is a WebDriver? You can just simply say that a WebDriver is an interface and that's provided in the version 2.0 of Selenium, and that's pretty much it basically. But the things doesn't stop here, right? So they'll ask you further, how do you invoke test using the WebDriver in different browsers? Or even if they don't ask you, you can just go ahead and continue explaining all those things, that it's an interface, it's the Selenium 2.0 version, and there are several classes basically. So all these different classes, they implement the methods of WebDriver interface, right? So you can say that there are several classes for different browsers. They are very specific to those browsers. They implement the methods inside WebDriver interface. They all implement WebDriver interface, and all these classes are Firefox driver, Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver, Safari driver, event firing WebDriver, HTML unit driver, and remote WebDriver, right? So they all implement methods from WebDriver interface, and you can just mention those things. So when they implement the methods, we can use these different classes to invoke browsers on to invoke the test cases on these different browsers, and that's how we invoke the test cases on different browsers, right? And these are the basic things. How do we instantiate the WebDriver? This is an example. WebDriver driver equals to new Firefox driver, or similarly you can say all these different browser classes, Firefox driver, Chrome driver, and specifically for Chrome and Internet we have to set some system properties as well. You can mention those things. And Safari is exactly like the Firefox driver, and driver.get is the command which helps us to open the websites, right? And one more thing which is very important, if you want to learn more about interfaces, then we have lectures on that in the Java section. So feel free to go over that. There are interview questions related to that as well. So what's an interface and what's an abstract class and all those things. So feel free to do that. So that's pretty much it, guys, and stay tuned for more lectures like that. But I would again focus more on practice as much as you can. Stay tuned for the next lectures, guys. Thanks for doing this one.